How much does it cost to race in Formula One? Let's break it down. With this Formula One season already being off to a phenomenal start with Kimi Antonelli proving everybody wrong from last year, we're going to break down exactly how much it costs to actually operate in the sport. Now, Formula One expenses are split into two spots. There's inside the cap and outside the cap. Inside the cap is better known as the base budget. That includes things like research and development, manufacturing, race operations, and general staff. And in order to make it fair for each team, Formula One sets a standard for how much each team can spend on their base budget cap, how much they spend on their engine cap, which is engine performance and engine development, as well as how much they can spend per race, which has now been consolidated into the budget cap for 2026. Last year, the base budget cap was $135 million plus $1.8 million for each additional race on the calendar. And alongside that base budget cap, you have your engine cap, which last year in 2025 was $95 million. This year, it's $130 million. This year in 2026, they've consolidated that all into one base budget cap of $215 million. This brings the grand total set budget for Formula One for each team to $215 million for the 2026 season. And for outside the cap, that includes things like driver salaries, the top 3 executives in each team, and marketing operations for the races. And traditionally, capital expenditures have been covered by the manufacturer and the teams, but Formula One has cracked down on that in order to make it more fair. But there have been hundreds of millions of dollars poured into these factories, as we've seen this past year with the Cadillac factory. But now let's talk about some real-world cost examples. For starters, the carbon bill is known as something that teams use in order to offset expenses for each race. That can include things like a front wing, where if a front wing is damaged, that's $150,000. On a crash-heavy weekend, teams might burn through $500,000 or more just to replace parts that were damaged. And more recently, Formula One has introduced a mandate for something called sustainable fuel, which is about 3 times more expensive than the previous fuel blend that was traditionally used in Formula One. And if you want to stay educated behind the finances of Formula One and other global sports, make sure to give me a follow.